Welcome back to AppAbility. We try to provide you with short instructional videos and app reviews for some of the apps that we're using here at Imagine. Today we're going to look at Time Timer. If you guys haven't seen Time Timer, it's about time you guys have seen Time Timer. This is a great app for just simple time management. A lot of our folks here at Imagine really don't understand the concept of time. And even though we're working on teaching them the concept of time in a lot of cases, but in a lot of cases, we really just need people to understand what's happening in their life right now. You have 10 minutes before we're heading out the door. There's a half an hour before your show's on. These kind of things come up all the time, and not knowing and understanding time can kind of put a pinch into a lot of social situations. So let's check this out. So here's basically the beginning part of Time Timer here. So I'm going to set a timer for 5 minutes. I'm just dragging my finger from the 0 to the 5 counterclockwise. And that's it. I'm going to hit start. And it starts counting down here. The great thing about this is you have a couple of different views. So if you look up in the right hand corner, I'm going to hit the square with the 4 squares in it. And there's our timer view, and you can see up to 6 timers on this page. So I'm going to tap the X in the upper right and get out of there. And then I'm going to go to the view of the 2 arrows up in the right hand corner as well. And that just gives us a view of the single timer. It has a little countdown here in the bottom right, and if we touch the top left, the arrows, we get back to our regular view here. So you can add many timers in here. This is great. So I'm going to set with options this time. The first one was set by touch. This one's options. So I can name this timer. So if we know we have a reoccurring timer every day, so TV show. So maybe it's 3 o'clock and we know a show comes on at 4. And we want to relieve someone's anxiety around knowing when it's on and how much time they have to be able to do something in between now and then. We turn this guy on. I really wish there was a way to record your own prompts in here, but there's not at this point. Maybe they'll hear this and put it in, but these are the sounds that you can have. So everyone loves that, I suppose. We'll go back here. I'm going to touch that arrow to go back. So you can pick, we have truck horn now. Display the time, you can turn that on or off. And then to color code some stuff, they give you 4 options. Not a lot of options here again, but if you know your show's in blue every day, you know, it gives you a way to start building kind of a visual schedule using Time Timer. Okay, we're just going to save that. And there's a new Time Timer. I'm going to hit play down here in the lower right, and now it started. So you can see these controls down here. So there's settings, restart, close. What's to stop people from tapping this, you might ask? And I did ask that. I'm going to use guided access. So I'm going to triple click the home button to start guided access. Here's guided access in the middle. So I already had this set up under guided access, so it just instantly started where I left off. So I'm going to triple click again. Go into guided access, and it should, there it is, come up with the code. So I'm going to put in my code, and this is what you'll see when you first set it up. So I would suggest only doing one screen in here for the app, but you can, I'm going to draw, I don't know if this is going to show up on the video, but I'm going to draw a rectangle around these buttons down at the bottom. And as you see, it just kind of, oh, there's my timer. It's telling me I got to hurry up. Time's almost up. So as you can see, there's a rectangle now down at the bottom. When I hit resume in the top right, that triangle stays, and I can no longer, I'm tapping all over down at the bottom and I can't access it. So my timers are safe. You can do as many of those triangles as you want. So if we go to a different view here, so if I go to the square view at the top right, you can see my rectangle stays down at the bottom. So pick a page that you want to use. I probably should have used this page because I could just highlight that little circle X up the top and that page would stay locked. okay. So I'm going to close out of this. And that's about it for Time Timer. It's just really nice to know what's going on. It helps people understand their schedule. If you don't have this one, pick it up. We use it all the time in some of our day program services. I think you'll, like we do, really enjoy it. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you next time on AppAbility.